What is good, producer family? Today I am back, and recently I made my own little $5 beat clearance sale, and let's talk about how you can do it yourself, why I'm doing it, and how I kind of plan on taking customers through a $5 purchase to then actually buying a $14 MP3 lease or a $24 wave lease or even exclusive beat lease. Let's talk about it, right? So the other day I was just thinking, right, I have so many beats on my beat store. To be exact, I have 206 tracks on my beat store. I make a lot of beats, and I've made a lot of beats over the summer, a lot. And I've had some older beats from when I used to be on Airbit months and months ago. So I was kind of thinking, right, how do I kind of market these old beats that really aren't terrible? They're still usable, right? I've made a few sales with some of these old beats, so I know they're not terrible, but it's like, how do I market them, right? Because who's really gonna, go the whole way down this far on a beat store? Probably not a lot of people, right? A lot of people are probably gonna make it to the first 20 or 30 tracks, and then they might be out if nothing really catches their ear, right? But who's gonna make it the whole way down to here? Probably not a lot of people, right? So I was thinking, how do I market these beats in a way to, help me out a little bit more, right? How do I do that? I had the idea of, let's make my own little playlist and make a beat clearance sale. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do this yourself, so you could do a $10 clearance sale or whatever you want to do, right? So let's go into BeatStars and we'll get it done. So the first thing that we are going to need to do is come to My Media and go to licenses and contract. You're gonna want to create a new license, and you just name it whatever. Clearance, minimum offer price, just make it 5. Default track price 5. I put 0 in for album. So now what files they're gonna get is completely up to you. I give them the MP3 untagged and the WAV file. That's all I do, okay? And then for the customization, right, once more, it's very, very hard to track these stats, so I always just put them unlimited. That's just what I do. You don't have to do it. You can put in your own numbers, but that's what I do. Once you have your license, you're gonna wanna hit apply to all tracks. Now, this is going to apply to all of your beats. So now what we need to do is we need to go in and basically you need to find all the beats you don't want this applied to, right? So I think for me, it was around track 115. That's where I started it. So June 10th is basically where I started it. So basically, you would then mark all of your beats, just like this, right? You'd go through, blah, blah, blah. Of course, I'm not gonna do this because this is way too much time, but you would mark all your beats 115 to 1, okay? So you'd mark all of these, okay? You'd mark all of these beats that you do not wanna have the $5 option to, okay? So for me, it'd be, I'm being as detailed as I can. You're gonna mark all the way from, in my case, 113 the whole way to 1. So these would all be marked, but I don't want to do that. So then you would go to production track pricing, and you would type in 0 for this, and then you'd hit save changes. Okay. So basically, what we're doing now is we are telling BeatStars, hey, on those tracks, 113 to 1, which is all the tracks I don't want the license to be applied to, put it at 0, and that will disable the license. Okay, so then you hit save changes. So then we're on our beat store. So now what you guys can see is, right, we'll click this one, boom. There's no availability for the $5 clearance, which is what we want, right? But then if we go down to this one, should have the clearance, boom, there you guys go. Okay, so now how do we make them into our own little clearance playlist like this? Very easy. This is actually a quote-unquote track list with a Blaze HTML player. Making it into a playlist takes a lot of time. You are gonna go ahead and you are gonna select all the beats that are available for clearance for $5. So for me, it would be this beat. You're gonna mark all of these beats, all of them. Okay, once more, I'm not gonna do it, but you mark all of these beats because I'm putting all of these beats on clearance. Okay, for you, it's probably not gonna be this many beats, but for me it is. I think it's 90 beats or something. So then once more, right? We mark all of our beats, boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. You'd mark all of them. You'd hit create track list, and then you would name it $5 beat clearance, $10 beat clearance, $7 beat clearance, right? Whatever the hell you want to name. Right. So now once we have that made, we're gonna go to My Media and we're gonna hit Players. And we're gonna click this big button up here and you can only select this new player. Okay. So now you guys are gonna see it's all of our beats. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna go to select a track list and you're gonna select your clearance beat track list. Now, the rest of the stuff you don't really have to worry about. I don't worry about it, okay? And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna hit Save Changes. And of course, you should probably name it to whatever you wanna name it, but in my case, I'm not too worried about it. So now you guys can see, here it is. So we're gonna click this edit link once more, and you guys are gonna see it's only going to be the clearance beats now, okay? So then all you have to do is copy this link, and boom, now you have your own little separate store for clearance beat. And then what you can do is you can come in here and you can customize it however you want. So it's just that easy. Now I'm gonna delete this one off of my BeatStars right now because this isn't my main one. So you just hit the trash here, deactivate it, boom. This is what my main one looks like. Show you guys, I did some customizing to this. Nothing too crazy, right? It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Kind of matches my same colors on my pro page, right? The blue and the orange theme. Right, pretty simple, pretty easy. Probably have to do a lot more work with that, get that a lot more polished and figured out, but I just want to show you guys how I'm doing my own little clearance sale and how I'm able to separate it from my actual BeatStars like pro page and whatnot. So yeah, I hope you guys like the video. Go out, put some beats on clearance, market them, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, however you want to do it. Let me know how it works for you guys. You kind of have to try everything, honestly, with marketing beats, see what kind of edge you can get, see what, you know, can you be the next big wave of an idea for beat sales? Who knows, right? So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for checking out. Thank you for over 120 subscribers on YouTube. It means the world to me, guys. Thank you a lot.